Hello, everyone, and welcome to, first of all, a bit of a, statement. So, I should mention that going forward, whenever I do a Radical Rewind stream, it'll be exclusively on YouTube. I talked about this on Facebook a couple of hours ago when I was out walking, actually quite a few hours ago. And I had also mentioned that going forward, I would actually not be, hosting it. I mean, I would be, but it was basically me role playing as the character I made for Radical Earth. Hold on, let me do some real quick. Okay, never mind. So, yeah, basically, um, if you don't know who Rex Calvin is, the person I was pretending to be last night, that's yeah, I don't know where that came from. Essentially, Rex Calvin is the Radical Earth version of me, I guess. But he's quite a bit younger. He's 17. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird, but yeah. Anyway, but in regards to last night and what happened during my live stream. So, during the live stream for quite a few minutes, I was disconnected from the internet, and because of that, I had to stop playing the game for a little bit. But yeah. Anyway, so essentially, what ended up happening was something that would end up happening today. So, for context, whenever I left today to go walking, it was still, I want to say 11:30 something, and at that time we still had internet. That is until I got back a few hours later with my papaw when I was notified by one of my cousins that our internet was not there. So, allow me to explain, alright? Basically, what had happened was our Wi-Fi router was still working, but the network that we used to have, like our old network, our old network name and password and everything, those were just gone. And what's interesting is their names and passwords weren't even listed on our Wi-Fi router, like on our new one, which we've had for a couple of months now. So, unbeknownst to me, I had to at first think, well, maybe if I just keep resetting the router. Turns out that wasn't the problem. The problem was that apparently today, and we weren't even notified about this, our old network was discontinued in favor of the new one. So, because of that, we basically, yeah, so what happened was while I was trying to figure out what was going on, I was looking for instructions on the Wi-Fi router to see if I was doing anything wrong. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw the network name and the network password. And what's interesting is, as you've seen in my previous streams, the name of it was originally AT&T 8 something 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 something. We no longer have that. As it turns out, our router that we had, it was replaced a while back, and we didn't realize that this new one that we have currently has our now current network name and network password. So because of that, guess what? We now know. Anyway, so essentially what ended up happening was that I found out by looking at the router that we weren't even using the correct network, but it still was working for us for some weird reason. So now that we know, I don't think we're gonna have any disconnects at all. Like, our internet's working fine now, so don't worry. I won't have any disconnects. You may see occasional dips in quality, but that's mainly just because of the fact that my PC is literally the furthest electronic from the house, and I'm still having to do stuff. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. Right now I'm just tampering with the bitrate settings and stuff just to make sure that everything is working properly, which they are. But anyway, with that being said, first I'm gonna turn on my fan so I don't have to worry about baking like a piece of bacon in here. And we're gonna get on to the second and final part of this Radical Radical Rewind special, and I'll be right back. 1 second. Another nice day here in North Ridgefield. Hello everyone. Sorry I've been gone for a little while. I had to deal with stuff. Anyway, so yeah, as I said last night, we're gonna be with more Hypnospace. I gotta say, I really like this game. It reminds me of the only without the exploding headbands that killed 4 people. You know? Anyway, hold on. Alright. Okay, so who's ready for some fun? Oh. Wait, what? Data recovered. Please log in to complete recovery process. Huh? Okay. Okay then. Ooh, that is such a flashy boot process.
Welcome back, Rexinator97. You left me unplugged for like 20 years, what is wrong with you?
What? Come on, I'm 17 years old. How could I leave you unplugged for 20 years? Ugh. Technology, am I right? Anyway, oh, wait. Rexinator, I can't tell you how amazing it is to hear from you. It's been decades, but I knew someone had to be there, out there with a working Enforcer headband. Yeah, after it nearly fried my brain the last time. But, how's it been? Oh. Curse me and wanting to be more immersed into my games. I guess you people on the regular Earth have to deal with that too, huh? Anyway, me and a few former Hypnospace citizens. Why'd you put that in quotes? Formed a ragtag group to preserve content from the service's late 1999 period just before the crash. We've been unable to find anyone involved with Merchant Soft outside of Artie, which is a story in itself. And we're pretty certain that the backup servers are long gone after Merchant Soft got raided. Raided? By what? Shadows or Legends? Apparently in your world that's a really big meme. We have our own jokes. You represent the first major breakthrough we've had towards preserving a piece of history that would otherwise be lost. Please check out the Lost and Found page on our intranet. What a weird name. Intranet. Okay. And help us track down a few of those things there. I may have an additional task for you if you can help us locate a couple of those things. Enforcer headband units had an entire gigabyte of internal disk space. Our best guess is that Enforcer moderators who might have scrapped them for parts. We coded a little program to help us extract the data accessible in your headband and upload it to us. Download and install the attached program to get started. We're all really excited to see what you dig back up. Chelsea. P.S. Check out the zone we set up if you want to learn more about your fellow HAP members and catch up on what happened following the mine crash. Okay then. First, let's download this. This better not be a virus. Trust me, the only time I've ever given someone a virus is a bully I knew in school. He moved away after that because his parents found out how much of a jerk he was. However, his parents were pretty nice though, but I gotta say I felt bad for them, but I really wish they would have known sooner that their son was being a jerk. North Richfield High. Such a nice place. But currently we're out on spring break, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so Hypnospace Archival Project. Okay. Lost and Found. Here's where we'll list things that we believe may exist only in Hypnospace and would be otherwise lost. View the page as to find them, Rexinator 97, as your headband backups may be your last hope. What is this? Fate of the Worlds? Oh. Who on earth is the Chowder Man? Huh. It's pretty sad about his helicopter crash. He lost a leg. Ouch. Now famous rapper. DJ Cyclone? Man, that guy makes so many good songs. And it's not like that kind of rap that you guys have in your world. Especially with the questionable lyrics. No, this guy is good. Oh. Now this seems familiar. And iCult. Oh, wait, you mean Harusium, right? Because there's a game in our world called Harusium, which is it's a early 90s thing. The closest you guys would be able to compare it to is what is it, Wolfenstein? Yeah. Only replace Nazis with a cult. Still bad people though. Anyway, so okay. Sure. Right. Hap. Okay.
Important message received from Hap_Demira.
Wait, did I already get them? Oh, not yet. So Brandon, yeah, so the guy who told me about this game and allowed me to play it, which I should mention, in our world we have this really cool technology called interdimensional file transferring, and he actually shared the files necessary to play this game, as well as the program necessary to buy it. I think it's called Steam. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh man, this little blue line here. It this blue line kind of reminds me of Next OS, which was made by Megasoft back in the 90s. Late 90s, actually. I think it was 98, 99. Yeah, it had a predecessor that was made in 95 called Mega OS. But Next OS was their next generation operating system, which is why it's called Next OS. Anyway, yeah, so let us go. Anyway, so, Brandon had told me about how one time he was playing through this game and he challenged himself to find every single page in this game. Now, I personally, I'm not really much of a completionist. I just like to play through games as much as I can to make sure I get what I need. Not every single thing in the game, because, trust me, I'm not a masochist. Anyway, oh, I already went on here. Oop. I will happily get all the pages on this, because this is really easy to find. I think. Oh, wait. No, there's still one page left. Okay, right. So... So wait, hold on. Oh, I get it now. Yeah. So, in your world, you have something called a, what is it? The Wayback Machine? I didn't know you guys had time travel from the internet. But we have something similar called the, Web Tunneler. Yeah, basically, and I don't use it very much, so that's why I'm kind of stuttering here and there. It's just, I'm not really familiar with how it works, but from what I've heard from a few of my friends in school, essentially how it works is, you can load websites and their pages from years, months, days prior. And it's really cool because it allows you to see stuff. So if I'm not mistaken, shouldn't that work here? Wait, what? Ooh. Oh, that is cool! Haha! So, according to Brandon, he said the only way to actually access this song that this party guy is looking for is this F-list thing? Huh. Okay. Load please. Come on. Man, this is taking forever. Ooh. I think I found it. Right?
Important message received from Hap_Arty.
There we go. Anyway, let's see what it says. Laugh. What should I be laughing about? Blessings on you for finding that Chowderman tune. Okay then. Alright, next is, Kev J. Huh. Will just Kev work?
I'm I'ma dance, dance, dance to the beat. Gonna stand on my head, gonna dance with my feet. Let's dance, dance, Wonderland. It's the best of time with the best of friends. I'm Kevin J, and I'm here to say I'm dancing till the very next day. Got
Catchy.
dogs and buds and friends surrounded. Gonna rock this house. Gonna
Important
pound this
message
floor
received from
in.
half_Demira.
Apparently that's what she was looking for. Nice. This guy has good beat. I love it. No way, Rexinator! You...
Important message received from ms_.
Excuse me. No way, Rexinator found Kev J's old songs. Huh. Alright. At the risk of sounding like I'm fame obsessed, I have to say that this find is going to be enormous for us in AJP. Kev J is the hottest flip-flopper today, and his fans and patrons are going to eat this up. These recordings are so adorable too, especially that buffet one. Aw. That's cute. Okay then. Now for the third one. And it feels a lot like our sleep time technology. Only in our world there is no merchant soft. Yeah. I was joking about that last night, but I will say the sleep time technology for the sleep time computers that we have, they are basically like this, but modernized and without the health risks. And according to this game's lore, at least according to what Brandon told me, I think the user's upset that Hypnospace actually can't let them sleep. Because, I mean, it kind of makes sense, because you're sleeping, but you're also browsing the internet and stuff. Now, in my world, like, in our world, in the Radical Earth world, that's actually no big deal, because we could sleep and do this stuff, but we're still well rested. It's because of the fact brain that we're using for sleep, okay, so I'm gonna get my phone and I'm gonna look up something, because I'm not really that literate in biological studies, but I know my stuff. Right. So, again, I'm no biology egghead, but according to what I looked up, and here's the thing. So they've actually talked about this. Megasoft has. Their sleep time computers have specialized wavelength emitters that produce special waves, I guess. Not like actual like water waves, but sort of like signals to your brain. There's a sensor that sends signals to the ocular part of your brain. I don't know what that part's called. There's to the ear part of your brain, like the part that lets you hear. The only part of your brain that doesn't get the reason being is because instead the system actually detects when you're asleep, and that's when it'll actually display what's going on your actual thing. So the hearing part of your brain is the auditory cortex. And the seeing part is called the occipital lobe. So yeah, basically, those are the things that actually get the signals, along with, like, your motor, like, like, the part of your brain that lets you actually think and do stuff. The only part of the brain that is not signaled by this system is the pineal gland, I think is what it was called. And the reason being is because Megasoft has done thorough research on how the brain works, and they've even done prototypes of the sleep time technology that they were making. And in their research, they found that the only gland, or like the only part of the brain that they shouldn't be signaling is the pineal gland, because it would disrupt someone sleeping. That hurt something for a second. Anyway, the third one. What are we doing? Roddy's early test pet. Okay. So. So, this guy? Yeah. Okay. I think I found it. Nice.
Important message received from _Arty.
Oh, I got it. Nice. Okay. Right. So, that's the third thing. But right. So, according to what Brandon has told me about this game, because me and him have been talking throughout the day today, because, so, I should mention, yes, we are friends. I mean, after all, me and him are essentially one and the same. The only difference is I'm from a different world, and compared to him, I can actually drive. In fact, I forgot to tell y'all. So, as I already just said, I drive. So, in my world, I have a really, really cool vehicle called the Zodiac Paradox. Now, you're probably thinking, what on earth is that? So, in your world, there's a vehicle that was made in the 80s called the DeLorean. It's that gull-wing door that's in those Back to the Future movies, I think is what you guys call them.
Please return to your post.
How about you return to your post? Oh. Ooh, pretty planets. Wait, can't get sidetracked. Anyway, so basically, in our world, eco-vehicles are mostly similar to yours. Only some of them are basically old vehicles from your world, but modernized with a slightly newer look and technology that would be modern. But anyway, so you're probably wondering, so what's the paradox? the Paradox is literally a modern DeLorean to you guys. So, on the outside, it literally looks almost exactly like that old car, but with a slightly more modern look. Although still retaining the same body shape. The headlights are a little bit different because they're LED, but they have the same general shape and design. And the tail lights are a bit different as well, but again, same general concept. But what's really cool is the company Zodiac, the people that made it. So Zodiac is basically your Pontiac. So, I mean, our Pontiac, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, in your world, you guys had a company called Pontiac. In our world, we still have the car companies that you guys would used to have. So, for us, Zodiac is Pontiac. But you're probably wondering, well, wait, but Pontiac didn't make a DeLorean. So, why is there Zodiac making a DeLorean? So, basically, this was actually in partnership with a Texas-based ecomotive vehicle company called the Paradox Foundation. And they were made in partnership with a filmmaker.
Please return to your post.
That made a trio of movies called Time Hunter, which is a movie series about it's this guy who's in his early adulthood, and he's accompanied by this really cool scientist who helps him out because there's someone who's been trying to tamper with time travel. And so to combat this, this scientist, who happens to be a best friend of the young adult, I think his name is Max Max McSilver, I think. Yeah, Max McSilver. He's played by Deer. No.
Please return to your post.
Trying to remember that guy's name. Don't worry, I don't have memory issues. It's just I haven't seen the Time Hunter movies in years, so it's easy for me to forget some of the actors. Oh yeah, Martin J. Grant. Yeah. He plays this character, Max McSilver. And they use this really cool looking high-tech vehicle called the Paradox, made by the scientist himself. And the name was, of course, in reference to time paradoxes and how they could have a unruly effect on time. In this case, they're actually using the vehicle to stop this evil guy who calls himself the Time Lord from altering time to where he'll be able to rule the world. But because of the major success of the movie, Zodiac Ecomotives actually heard about the vehicle in the movie and had contacted the people in charge of making the vehicle, which they call themselves the...
I'm bored.
Well, you can be bored all you want. Sorry about that, someone texted me. Anyway, so this company called themselves the Paradox Foundation. And they were made exclusively to make the vehicle for the movie, but they were approached by Zodiac Ecomotives to actually produce a street legal version of the Paradox. And what's really funny is there's two different versions of the Paradox. There's the standard version, which is the one I originally had up until late last year. And the standard version is essentially a modernized version of that DeLorean vehicle that you guys used to have back in the 80s. However, there's another version of this vehicle which is also street legal, although in your world it actually wouldn't be. But because of our advancements in technology, it is actually, street legal. So in the Time Hunter movies, at first when the Zodiac Paradox makes its appearance, what happens is the scientist and Max, they go to a scrapyard because they hear about a luxury vehicle that's about to be scrapped and everything. But they find it just in time and still in somewhat usable condition. And so they pay this scrapper guy a fair amount of money to get the vehicle so that way they could keep it, repair it, and all that stuff. And so what ends up happening is that they get the vehicle, they get it all fixed up, and the scientist, before Max goes inside his house and they stop by his house, the scientist, who I think his name is Dr. Blitzen, I think? Yeah, Dr. Blitzen. So, Blitzen tells Max, hey, don't worry, Maxie. I'll be able to get this thing up and running in no time, and you're going to be surprised with what I can do with it. Max, of course, is like, what do you mean by that? And a wink. And goes back to his lab. The very next day, he calls Max over, and at first when Max goes to his garage, to Dr. Blitzen's garage, he sees what appears to be a vehicle that is covered up by a cover. And of course, after a little while, Blitzen, he uncovers the vehicle. Turns out it's that same Paradox, but it's been modified to be a time machine. So, because of that, in the fan outcry, because it was initially announced that there was only going to be one Paradox model, and the Paradox Foundation said, hey, we would like to see the time travel version built into a street legal vehicle as well. And so, because of the fact that the Paradox Foundation gave Zodiac Ecomotives complete control over the names, they kept the basic Paradox's name intact, but the one that's in the movie that can do the time travel, I kid you not, they called it the Paradox Time Wave. And I own one. It was a limited release. They do it every year, but they only have it around for a few weeks. And I was one of the first customers because of the fact that I actually won a contest over at my local 5 to 9. If you don't know what that is, it's a... I think in your world you guys have something called a 7-Eleven. You know, thank heaven for 7-Eleven, I think. Yeah, so in our world we have something called a 5 to 9. It's the same general concept, opening up early in the morning and then late at night. Although their actual fueling operations for the eco-fuel pumps, those are 24/7 ordeal. Although some 5 to 9s actually run 24 hours, such as mine. And what's really cool is the fact that they have these things called prize passes, and they're essentially like lottery tickets, but you actually can win a lot more than just, you know, for us it's REs, you know, RE dollar sign. We call it REs, you know. Its official name is Radical Earth Dollar, or Radical Economics Dollar. But you could also win stuff like maybe a free game at a game store or something like that. But then they have what's called the top value prize. And when the Zodiac Paradox Time Wave was first released, or not released, but it was first unveiled, the Zodiac Ecomotives Company, alongside the Paradox Foundation, they struck a deal with 5 to 9 where they would allow people who won top prize on the prize pass, they would get early access to that vehicle. Like, they would get it before anybody would be able to order it. And I was able to do that. But basically the Time Wave is essentially the same thing as the Zodiac Paradox. It has a little bit better performance, and you're probably thinking, well, wait, if it looks similar to the Time Machine and Our World's Back to the Future movies, then what about the Rear Window? The good thing is they actually thought ahead and put a high quality backup camera where if you're reversing, it'll actually show what's going on behind the car. And the car itself has a large touchscreen panel, so you could see it in very good detail. And of course it also has the standard things like GPS and everything. But what's really cool is the vehicle also has a auto reverse system where it'll safely navigate out of a tight spot if you happen to park somewhere. And yeah. So anyway, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, Random was telling me about this right here. Weird secret eye cult. Okay. Okay. I think I know what to do. Because, it said Egyptian, and the only thing I could think of is Horus. Because, what's cool is one of my friends who happens to be from Egypt, I think his name is Omar. Omar Hassad, I think? Yeah. He actually told me about his fascination with Horus and how his usernames on his different game accounts on his different game platforms he likes playing on, he often goes by Horusius. Because, we had this game, which in your world there's a game called Dungeons and Dragons, which at first Brandon actually confused it with being a board game, but he later found out that no, it's a tabletop. So we have our own tabletop game, which is also a video game called Phantasaria. Now the tabletop game is called Legends of Phantasaria, and my friend Omar has a character called Horusius, who, according to his character's lore, is a direct descendant of Horus, which is really, really cool. I really like that. Cool. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is, wait. Right. So, of according to what Brandon said, I had to search for that, and then... What's this? Children of hiding occult references in utmost secrecy. Okay. What's the password? Huh. Sounds like a falcon. What was that, 123? That was a guess. Okay, I heard a car in the background. It sounded like a King Falcon, I think. I don't know.
Important message received from Hap_Chelsea.
Well, at least I got it. Alright, so... No. There's something I need to do. So, that last thing. Didn't we help someone out with their submarine expedition? Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't really like this guy. He seems like a jerk. Anyway. So... Ooh! Hey, something happened! Expedition is underway thanks to Rexinator97. Oh, thank you. I'm flattered. I am in the planning stage of the expedition. I found a submarine on auction and will use the funds from the rich benefactor to secure and repair it. Here is an image of this submarine. Whoa! That looks like the, it looks like a Russian-made... Don't you guys have someone in a video game of yours named Pavel that calls people Capitan? Because, I know this submarine in our world is called the Capitan because it's supposed to be like the flagship submarine from the United Russian Union. Uru. I'm kidding. It's United Russian Confederation. It's basically Russia, but good. Because in your world, I have heard not very good things about what's going on. I really hope things liven up, though. Dmitri. Anyway, I cannot afford a crew at this time, so I will have to go on this expedition all alone. I am charting maps and looking for the most likely place of hiding treasures. If I find the treasures, I will bring a crew back to retrieve them and share it with my generous donators. From Dmitri. Oh, okay. Well, let's see what happened. Treasure found. Going back out tomorrow. I have found treasure! I went on my first trip, but could not get my camera to function, so no one would believe me and help me get it. I'm going to go out again tomorrow on a boat and dive for it myself. I will post an update soon. I am so close! Here are the DD coordinates in case something happens to me. Oh hey, I got a trophy. Medal? Trophy? According to you guys, you call them trophies on, what is it, a PlayStation? Yeah, I think it's sort of that third PlayStation. Which I hear people had fond memories of, especially with something called a PlayStation Home. Not sure why you would get a house for a PlayStation, but I heard...
Downloading Sam Hammer.
Wait, I don't think he would be okay at this point. Okay then. First things first. I need to get something. I have a feeling I might need this.
Downloading Hypnocool Prostitute.
Oh, wait. I need to check something. Ooh, I like that. Alright.
Important message received from Hap_Arty. Important message received from Dylan.
Wait. Hold on. I get the feeling that I might need someone from this Roddy, or someone, no. I might need something from this Roddy guy. Let's see.
Downloading 3Y3.
And... oh, test pet.
Downloading testpit.
Yeah. I might need those. You're probably thinking, wait, why? We'll see. So, according to what Brandon said, essentially what pets are in this game is they can actually help you out. Eat, my friend, eat! All-seeing eye. Yes, I can read that just fine. I don't have dyslexia. I do know people who have had it, or do have it. It's, something. Alright.
Safe mode activated.
Wait. Hmm. Who's this reckoning guy? Look how that thing farts. Oh wait, it's pooping, isn't it? Huh. Leaky piping.
Important message received from MS_Samantha.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Ah! Hey! Here's something.
Message received from Dylan.
Sounds like some heavy stuff, Doc.
Null. Important message received from MS_Samantha.
Stuff for quite a few months ever since it first came up, and it's really good because I I still get as much sleep as I normally would. It's really cool. Anyway, I got it.
Important message received from Dylan.
Huh? Alright then. Oh. Rexinator, Samantha, and the rest of the Hypnospace Archival project. I finished my game. Alright, let's see how this is. Whoa, this game actually looks pretty cool. Man, that was fast. You, Dylan, have been apprehended. Man. This little game is pretty neat for something made by a criminal. I can't believe I just said that. And again, Brandon told me that he also says that kind of stuff as well, so yeah. Alright. Wait. What's going on? Returning to HypnoS. Whoa!
5 files.
Downloading. Oh, okay. So you made this game. Hypnospace Outlaw credits. Lead designer, artist, and composer Jay Tholen. Seems like a nice guy. I think Brandon told me he's actually talked to him on what's it called, Twitter? Yeah, I think it's Twitter. That's what you guys call it. Programmer, designer, juice putter, inner. Mike Lash. Narrative designer, writer, Kev J. Rapper. So, according to Brandon, he had trouble pronouncing this person's name, but he recently watched a interview with people from something called the No Clip podcast or something. And it was actually confirmed that this guy's name is pronounced Zalavir. Zalavir Nelson Jr. Seems like a nice guy. Additional programming by That Which Is Media. That Which Is what? Otherwise known as Corey Cochran. Very nice. Publisher, No More Robots. Oh man, no more robots! What if I wanted to see some really cool cyborgs? I'm kidding. Brandon told me that these are really good people. The Chowder Man, Music and Likeness by Hot Dad. I don't know who's dead, but yeah, oh well. According to what Brandon has told me, this guy is really good with his music. Clifta pieces composed by and produced by Chris Schlarb. Zarid music by Sonic Kings 128. Why do I get the feeling this a reference to something that's bound in Earth? Ah, poo. Glamocaster, Glamoplasm music by Shane Soderstrom. Sounds Swedish. Seepage music by Queen Jazz. Real Salve music by Rail Slave. I get it. Slushmouth music, Too Cute for You and Confused by Simon Carlos. On this game. But apparently, as of today, in your world, it's officially Hypnospace Outlaw's 3rd anniversary. Awesome.
I'm bored.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I had to hop onto my, actually I have 2 desktops. So this is a lot of Radical Earth citizens like me can use, called, interdimensional browser. So what it is, you see, I know this is gonna sound kind of weird, but Radical Earth, since it's literally a direct counterpart to your world, your Earth, we use a program called Interdimensional Browser, and it's basically an internet browser that lets us look at stuff from your world. So I used that to go into Google. I think it's called Google. Yeah, and I searched up what is Kickstarter.
Return to your post.
The first thing that came up is that it's a crowdfunding campaign thing. So this game was actually crowdfunded. I gotta say, there's a lot of people, and I'm certainly glad that it was very successful according to what Brandon told me. Because think about if the game wasn't successful with that crowdfunding. we would never have gotten such a beautiful and well thought about game like this. Because honestly, like, look at all these people. All these people right here. Seriously. So, yeah, that was Hypnospace Outlaw. I gotta say, this game was, it was something. I'm glad that Brandon gave me an opportunity to play it because, honestly, that game was something. But, he said that I have as long as I need to stream through and play it, and I've already done so just now. So, with that being said, be sure to thumbs up, leave a nice comment down below. Oh yeah, and press that shiny follow button if you want to. You don't have to, but if you do, make sure to turn on the notices button so that way you will see what I'm doing next. I think in your world you guys call it a YouTube, and a lot of people just say like, comment, subscribe, stuff like that. I try not to sound too demanding whenever I say that to people, so Brandon oftentimes says the very same thing with his thing, is that he wants people to like, comment, subscribe if they want to, and be sure to let people know about his thing. But anyway, this has been the host of Radical Rewind, Rex Calvin. And, yeah. If you'll excuse me, I, gotta check on something. That was good. Oh, Rex is done? Okay. Yeah, so according to what he just sent me a message, said that he's done. He said that he really liked the game and that, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed what Rex has been doing. He's still new to it, so pardon the dust. But as for what's next, this coming Monday, Radical Rewind is officially making its grand return as a series. Radical Rewind Volume 2 starts Monday, and we're starting off with a little something called Ballistic NG. But until then, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. And if you do, be sure to turn on notifications and let your friends know about this channel so that way they could check it out. I think Rex said something similar for, I think in his world they call it Ucast. Yeah. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. See ya. Or good day if you're in other parts of the world. Anyway, good night. Or day.